It's a chilly day in Milwaukee as we get ready for baseball underneath the retractable roof of Miller Park. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Harold?
Matt, this is a scary lineup. They've got power and they have speed. They score runs in all different ways. They hit the ball in the ballpark and they score on balls in the gap when you have a runner at first base. That's what speed, power combination can do. This is a very tough lineup.
Harold Reynolds, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
And Matt, the other thing, both teams are on a winning streak right now. I love watching good baseball. So nothing's better than watching two teams that are on a winning streak collide. So we're going to get some good baseball, hopefully, in this game.
Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think he'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Matt, Jansen's going to remind you of those Brave games we used to watch with Maddox and Glavine and Smoltz were pitching, because he's got a wide zone. He's going to take us back to the 90s, calling balls off the plate.
And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are two away now.
Third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. A changeup over the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land out there just foul. Here comes another 0-2. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. HR, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matt, this is one of those throwback lineups for me. I mean, you're talking about speed from top to bottom. They will bunt, they will hit and run, they'll play that small ball game and go after you. But also, you leave a guy at second and you blink, he's on third. They love to run, they're coming after you.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 3-0 now. Jonathan Villar waits on deck. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
This is a tough combination, and it's important for him to stay down in the zone. If he does, he'll have great success, because the sinker and the changeup, they come out on the same plane when it's thrown properly, and that's really hard for a hitter to read.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering it pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Jonathan Villar comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike two. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Batting third.
In now, Ryan Braun. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one.
Matt, we better fasten our seatbelts here. If they're going to get a win on the road, this is the guy to help get it done. 2 Ks in the bottom of the first. Uh-oh, he's on his game.
Oh, and that is right there for strike 2. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
So tough to lay off that pitch he just missed on. That's a sweeping slider. You got 2 strikes on you. That ball just continues.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. So digging in now, Anthony Rizzo. He comes into this April contest as one of the hottest hitters in the league. His season average up into the high 300s now. Line toward the alley in left center. Braun has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that? Stepping into the box, Michael Conforto. He's hitting just south of 300 in April. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Shaw is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting 6.
Here's Javier Baez. He's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Well, this is the 6th hitter he faces. He finally gives up a hit, but man, he's looking sharp today. I think he's going to have a good game.
Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he loops under the ball and pops it up. No score here as we play inning number 2. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a swing and a fly ball. Santana on the move, but this will land out there just foul.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
A runner on first with 2 away. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. At the plate, number 7, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. In there, no balls and a strike. Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
Hot shot down the line. Drilled down the line, and a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
Domingo Santana stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. He's set. Now the pitch. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1.
Well, that looked like a hittable pitch, Matt, in a hittable location to a good hitter. You just don't see him miss many pitches like that.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. No one out with a runner at second. Got him. Now at the plate, Travis Shaw. He's off to a good start at the plate. The average coming in just under 300. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Comes set and the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Hayward. Still going back. And it's gone.
Well, he clearly didn't miss that pitch. He's so strong. If you look at the extension on that ball, he just really muscled that ball to the ballpark when it comes down to it.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 1-1. Here it comes. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Batting 8.
Digging in, Stephen Vogt. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball. 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. One of the landmarks here in Milwaukee, the North Point Water Tower. Welcome back to Miller Park.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Here's Addison Russell. The average in the early season not pretty for him, hovering in the 220s. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And that misses. 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Braun. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Well, that's why you hear people say work down in the zone. That's such a difficult pitch to hit. But if the ball's up a little bit, these great hitters, they touch it, it's going out of the ballpark. Right there is a prime example.
Batting 9th.
Stepping in now, 49. Jake Arrieta. And he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Well, that's such a great pitch for the pitcher. It's so hard to lay off a changeup when you're looking for the fastball on the first pitch, and clearly he was looking fastball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew Tolles. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Here it comes. 1-0. And he misses low with it. 2-0. 2-0 count, and the pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Well, it's pretty rare you get two good fastballs back-to-back to hit. He missed the first one, got the second one, and didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward, as he'll take a look at ball one. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this will be fouled away. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Hayward takes as that pitch misses for ball 4. He'll take the walk. Digging in for his second at bat, Chris Bryant. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes.
Well, now they got the tying run at first base. Now it's going to take a ball in the gap to really score this guy from first base. And I'm really curious how they're going to defend that on a relay throw, and maybe if we have a play or not. But you got to hit one in the gap to get there first.
1-0 pitch is a circle change, swung on and missed, 1-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Broxton's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Now batting, Chase Anderson. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
Pitcher, Chase Anderson.
Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. And the pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And they just can't touch him right now as this is swung on and missed. 7 punch outs now, and there's 1 away.
The batter number
ready
14,
for another chance. Hernan Perez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter number 5, shortstop.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Villar. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning.
Leading out for the Cubs, first baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Got him fishing that time. 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And the pitch on 2-1. Line but speared on a hop. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That's a great pitch right there. A fastball low and away right on the knees on the corner. That's why you get a late swing right there. Really impressive.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The pitch. To 2-2 now. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Moving under it, Broxton. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting. Second
Striding
baseman.
in once again, Javier Baez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Standing in, Ryan Braun. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Number 8.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Bryant ranges to his right. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
The batter, number 7.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number 7. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at bat. Lays off 1-0. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Into the box now, Domingo Santana comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is low, ball 1. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well out of here.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Arrieta's got his target, ready with the 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Pitch on the way. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Wilson Contreras.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Now here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Braun has a read on it. One out.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Here's Addison Russell. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. The 1-0 delivery. That's by him for strike one.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
1-2. Here it comes. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. Into the box, Jake Arrieta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jake Arrieta.
First pitch on its way. Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Keon Broxton.
First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Stephen Vogt comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First things first, here's a throw over. Back in standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2-1. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Hit out towards second. Baez has it. A quick out number 1. At the plate, Chase Anderson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Chase Anderson.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
Fastball called for strike 2.
He got 2 pitches that were up that were very hittable, and he just couldn't pull the trigger. It's one thing if you take 1 pitch, but to take him twice, I don't know where his concentration is right now, Matt.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Got him to go down swinging there. Chase Anderson becomes out number 2 this inning. Boy, and here's a drive deep left field, and the long ball's going to bite him for the 3rd time today as this one is gone. A home run. Ready once again, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And the runner back. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Holmes rounds the corner and is headed home. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. It's now a 5-2 game. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First offering on its way. Chris Bryant is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Here's a little chopper up the middle. VR ranges to his left. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
44.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Into the windup and the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's wide. 2-0.
Hey, pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
Shaw takes charge out there and he stays with it for the second out. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. Michael Conforto is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. This is pulled into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Braun. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Seared down the first baseline. 0-1 pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Ready on 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Here's another 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
Now another 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in
Number
to try
7.
it again. Number 7. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And the pitch on 2-1. Just got a piece up the line. Rizzo fields it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Right fielder number 16.
Digging in and looking for more. Domingo Santana comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. Hayward is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. Manny Perez is on to pitch from the bullpen. And now to start inning number 7.
Manny Perez.
Javier Baez is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. There's that slider truly in an unhittable spot. It's 1-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And oh, that gets him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, it's getting late in the game. You look for anything to get the rally started right there. An infield single. They'll take it and try to build from it moving forward.
Wilson Contreras is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, going to the pen, this is not what they wanted. He comes up, he gives up 1 hit, now another back-to-back base hits. I'm curious what's going through the mind of the manager right now as he's looking at his bullpen.
First pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle. A bare hand for 1 on to first, and here indeed is a super double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Well, you wouldn't have expected this kind of at bat out of him, but he's fought himself right back with an opportunity now to really drive in 2 runs.
And this is fouled at the plate.
He's putting on a little bit of a pitching clinic now. Look, he gives up a single and a single. Then he got the double play ball, and now he's got 2 strikes. If he can wiggle out of this, leaving a man straight.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. Still a 2-run deficit. Alex Claudio gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Travis Shaw will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on.
Travis Shaw.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Popped into the air, back behind second. Therefore, it is Baez, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Keon Broxton. A hit in 2 tries so far. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Stephen Vogt 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-0 pitch. A good looking sinker on the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jacob Barnes will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Now playing
Denard Span is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Hit down the line at first, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. And a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. And a big swing by Hayward, but this is on the ground to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready once again, Chris Bryant. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Here it comes. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Santana moving in. And that ends the inning. It'll be Denard. Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Slow curveball at 74, in for a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Tolles, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Milwaukee,
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Hernan Perez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hector Rondon is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Hector Rondon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss. Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
The batter.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Corey Knebel comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will land foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to the left side. Shaw gloves it. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Michael Conforto. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Javier Baez waits on deck. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
The batter, number 9.
Riding in once again, Javier Baez. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. And this will get to the wall now out near the Milwaukee bullpen. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
The catcher, number 40. Wilson.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. A great opportunity for him here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
ready with the 2-0. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. Baez rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner from second is in to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. They continue to just chip away at you. Now the tying run is on base.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Up around the letters with that one for ball two.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Ball three. 3-0.
Well, you just give up a double. Now you're down 3-0 in the count. Look, there's no need to challenge this guy right here. I'm looking to the on-deck circle, and I'm going to go ahead and walk this guy, nibble, making chase, something different, because I want that hitter on the on-deck circle.
And he will make the catch here for the final out. And the Brewers make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over. A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Chase Anderson takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Jake Arrieta